Hi guys, my name's Kelly and you're watching The Global Bookworm. As ever, please forgive any road noise you hear. It's a wonderful rainy day in Sydney and there's lots of splashing about going on outside. Plus, I'm pretty sure the bell just let out for the school across the road, so there could be children screaming at any moment. But I am here to do a book haul, and I wanted to do it today because I'm wearing a new dress. This is my new dress, and it's my book dress because today is Thursday the 4th of February and I'm off to work in a couple of hours to work the Harry Potter book night, and I don't actually have a costume, so I just figured I'd wear a magical dress made of books. So I guess this is the first part of the haul, and it's the first time I've worn it because I only just got it altered yesterday. So that is really the first part. Next, on with the first book, which is A Course in Miracles. I heard about this. I've been going through a very self-development year, which is really paying off for me actually, so I'm feeling less and less apologetic and embarrassed about it. A Course in Miracles is, as I understand it, it's a text for transforming your life supposedly dictated by God, which I do have some issues with, and I was looking at it first when it would have cost me like $50, $55, and I wasn't prepared to pay that. But then I saw this hardback edition, which includes all of the text. There's preface, text, workbook for students, manual for teachers, clarification of terms, and supplements, all in this, and it was $5. And I knew when I saw it for $5 that I had to just commit to it, because even if it turns out to be trite, I haven't lost anything. Next, also for $5, I bought Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking, a friend of mine who always seems like very self-sufficient and like she doesn't need anybody to help, but apparently she really enjoyed this, and I don't feel like I do have an issue asking for anything, but again, $5, might as well give it a go. And apparently this is an extended version really of a TED Talk that Amanda Palmer did, which went down very well, and I hope will go down well with me also. Next, I bought a bunch of stuff yesterday as well, so I haven't even had time really to fondle them. This is A Wild Swan and Other Tales by Michael Cunningham. It's a lovely little hardback. I like skinny hardbacks. Nice feather end papers. And this is, well, honestly I bought this because it has a version of the Seven Swans Grimm fairy tale, and well actually it's at the end of the Seven Swans, one of the brothers who is transformed into a swan and then transformed back into a human, he's still left with one swan's wing, and the story in this that I'm particularly interested in follows him kind of living his life with the one arm and the one wing. So I bought that. Next, another $5 book. This is Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch. I couldn't read for a minute there. Earlier, last year that is, I hauled The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. So that was the first one. This is the second one, $5. I know I'm gonna love it. Everyone raves about that. It's a fantasy series with quite an irreverent protagonist he has this reputation for being a kind of Robin Hood style figure, but he thinks he's a badass, and I know I'm gonna love it. This next one was free, young adult book, Spelled by Betsy Show, and it's obviously some kind of, what is that? A yellow sticker. It's obviously a version of like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Fairy tale survival rule number 32, if you find yourself at the mercy of a wicked witch, sing a romantic ballad and wait for your Prince Charming to save the day. Yeah, no thanks. Alright, so it's kind of an anti-fairy tale, I think. free, which is why I have it. Next, incidentally, I will be filming a most anticipated book releases of 2016, and I'll be filming it very late because I was waiting for a little sort of lesson in how to use my camera properly, because I wanted to do some more advanced stuff with that video, but that's not going to happen, so it'll be with you eventually in usual poor quality, to be honest. But this is one of the ones, this is the first one of the year that I was most anticipating. It's Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This I've heard Poland Bananas Books describe as a treasure hunt through time, and then someone else yesterday said that they thought it had quite a lot of similarities with Cassandra Clare's Mortal Instruments, which they don't really seem to go together for me, but is that still in the shop? Yes, it is. Next, I bought Laura-Lee or Lorelei by Laura Dockrill. This has a really nice cover, by the way. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe, can you see? It's kind of this iridescent, scaly, quite plain cover, beautiful blue, and it's about a boy who finds a mermaid on the beach. And I love mermaid stories, so I'm going to enjoy this, and it's not very long, and I need help getting through some fiction because I'm only reading non-fiction at the moment in the form of all my self-improvement stuff. So let's hope I can read some fiction soon. I've certainly got enough piling up. This is The Siren by Kiera Cass, and that was a bus. The Siren by Kiera Cass is another nautical theme one. It's about a siren who has been serving like a period of time as a siren, and she's only got a few years left, I think, but she meets a boy and he just messes everything up. Okay, there. Next, this book was free because it was damaged, which is why it's missing its back cover. This is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Why we do what we do and how to change. I've been really interested in changing some of my habits this year and trying to be more efficient and disciplined about what I get done just in the day-to-day. And I've been learning lots about the subconscious mind, which is very interesting. Unrelatedly, Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. I was quite interested in the hardback for this, which has a very cool cover. And then this came out very recently in paperback, even though it wasn't very cheap, $24.99 Australian dollars. That's still expensive for a hardback, even by Australian standards. This, Aziz Ansari is the comedian, and he did quite an in-depth study alongside someone with a bit more academic clout, I think, Eric Kleinenberg, and they're studying modern dating and how the rise of social media and applications such as Tinder have altered the way that we meet people, date people, and woo people in the modern. No, we're gonna have to make a step down. Modern Romance, Aziz Ansari. 3 more to go. Rainbow Rowell, or Rainbow Rowell. I always say Rowell, but everyone else says Rowell. Carry On. This is kind of a spin-off from Fangirl, which is one of my favorites, one of my favorite contemporaries. And in Fangirl, the main girl, Kat, is a fan fiction writer, and what she writes is basically the equivalent of Harry Potter fan fiction. This is the fan fiction, and I've heard great things about it. Several YouTubers BookTubers that I watch have said that it was their favorite book from last year, and that's good enough to get my attention. So I'm gonna read this, and I really want to read this soon because I think I'll tear through it, and I need to tear through something. Next. As with A Wild Swan by Michael Cunningham, which I bought because I'm interested in that fairy tale and I'm writing something based on that fairy tale. I also bought The Wild Swans by Jackie Morris, which is more of a direct retelling, but it's sort of fleshed out and expanded upon. And so there it is naked, nice green boards. And then inside it's very nicely illustrated, and I'm pretty sure there you go. There's full page illustrations as well, kind of very whimsical watercolours. And it's just a nice little hardback. So I'm happy with that. Last book. I recently got into crystals. I don't know what's going on with me, because before Christmas I decided I wanted to learn tarot, and now I'm into crystals. So I have this very much already loved sort of brief guide to crystals. And it's arranged by colour, it's not got too much information, it's not too dense, and I just like to dive in and out. And it's just very pretty and colourful and nice to look at, as are crystals themselves. Now, will this video be shorter than my usual? I think it will, because the camera has not cut out yet and I'm finished. So I'm going to go, tempting fate, do not cut out. Everyone have a very, well, this will go up probably tomorrow, so I hope you have a very nice Harry Potter book night and a wonderful week. Bye for now, and I hope you really like my dress, because I cannot wait to wear it.